So this is the TREVA aluminum suitcase. As you will see when we get inside, it's an army green. This is the 2025 upgraded Trek collection, which is now called the TREVA collection, which they market as being stronger, smoother, and more functional. So when you open the box, you actually get a pamphlet on how to use the locking system, and it also goes through a couple of other user guides in a few different languages. It also comes with this dust cover. After removing the dust cover, as you'll see here, it also comes with a plastic cover for traveling, which I was really happy to see that they included this with it. It velcros on the bottom. It just slips over the top and then velcros on the bottom. It covers the locking mechanism. There is a cutout for your handle, so this handle is still functional, as well as a cutout for the top handle, as well as the telescoping handle. After taking off the cover, hopefully you can see what a pretty green shade this is. I just really like the shade. And although it's not carbon fiber, it's aluminum, but it has that carbon fiber print. When you touch it, it feels cold like you would expect from metal. The handles feel like plastic and they're a good width, and they fit in my hand very well. The bottom has 4 wheels, and they are spinner wheels. On the opposite side of the case, there are these plastic feet to help protect the hinges and keep your suitcase from getting scratched. The telescoping handle has multiple heights where it can stop, so that way it's optimized for everyone. So there's a little bit of wiggling going on, but when the suitcase was loaded up, it felt very sturdy and solid. Although I did feel some jiggle, it wasn't excessive. It also comes with a leather name tag holder. I put a patch on the inside. This luggage comes in army green. It comes in black, champagne, gunmetal, red, and silver. It comes in the carry-on size, which is what this is, as well as a large and medium size. This is an aluminum shell with a zipperless closure. The measurements of this is 21 by 7 inches tall, 14 by 8 inches wide, and then you've got a depth of 8.7 inches on the exterior. It's 34 liters, and it does weigh a heavy 9.6 pounds. It does have some scratches on the paint, which you can see on the handle here where there's a scratch. The wheels that they've used are ultra smooth REVA tri-bearing wheels. The handles that they chose are slow release handles. Now what's special about this that makes it different and zipperless is it has what I like to call a briefcase opening. So the way that this bag is open and closed is by these latches that contain a combination lock that is TSA approved. It also comes with a specific lock that TSA can get into without any issues. I have not set a specific combination, so as long as everything is lined up to whatever combination you choose, or the 3 zeros, the access is incredibly smooth to open it up and to lock it as long as the suitcase is closed. A really nice, satisfying click. So when you open the suitcase, it opens full clamshell. It has 2 sides to it. There's obviously a dark interior, which I'm not a fan of. I understand that it shows less dirt, but I always prefer to have lighter colors on the inside of my bag so that I can see things a lot better. So there is a leather brand label, MVST. There are these 2 plastic hooks, as well as a mesh pocket right here. This mesh is soft. It feels like fabric. It is a little stretchy. In order to unhook this, you pull on that edge. There's no organization on the back of this flap. And then there's also no organization on the interior. These two metal hooks on the sides is how this is put back. And it's attached by an elastic piece. It's a really satisfying process here to take it on and off. A couple things I want to mention about the inside. So once again, you'll see the darker coloring, but taking a closer look here, if you can see that the stitching has 1, 2, 3, 4 layers, which is amazing because this is going to hold up very well and you should not have any issues with fraying. There is no padding on the underside. So when you unzip this fabric, you'll see that it is just the aluminum shell with nothing else. So there isn't much else to show besides the wheel bearings with 2 metal hooks right here. There is a thin, light, yet durable and water resistant cover here. Zippers are no name brand, which is totally fine because for the most part, I don't expect people will be coming in and out of this shell right here. Coming in on the other side, you can see the mechanism for the locks on the inside. The other portion of the clamshell has a metal buckle. One thing I've noticed is that it does get scratched easily if you're not careful. I was not being careful and it scratched. There's a branded MVST zipper pull on this pocket and another zipper pocket that goes this direction, whereas on this side it was horizontal and on this side it's vertical. Same mesh. There's no organization on the back side here. And then coming into the other side of the compartment, that's where you see the casing for the telescope handle. And I would say that it's relatively low profile, but telescoping handles for most roller suitcases, you're gonna have something like this coming into the cavity. Other than that, there's no padding. And then you see the aluminum shell here on the bottom. An issue that I had with this buckle is after snapping it to tighten it down, it kept unbuckling like that. So in order for that not to happen, I buckle it and I hold pressure here and then cinch this down so that it wouldn't come out. Once it's cinched and in place, I did not have any problems with it coming undone. This also is removable. So if you don't want to have this flap, it will come out. However, on this side, the other side, it is not removable and it is fixed. So next up, this bag is 34 liters. So I'm going to pack it out and see how much it can hold. The nature of this being a roller carry-on bag, I would not typically put a DOP kit in here. My laptop will not go in here, nor will my purse go in here, but all of my clothes and any other equipment that I might be using on my trip, I would expect to fit into my roller suitcase. All right, so for the first packing cube, I have 2 pairs of shorts, 2, 3, 4, 5 shirts, and 5 tank tops. All right, first packing cube in place. Next, I have the Track Carryology Collab UX10 packing cube. I have 1 pair of pants, 1 pair of leggings, and 6 pairs of shorts. All right. Lock that up. All right, for this other side, I'm going to put down just a dirty clothes bag into the bottom. In this next packing cube, I have 5 pairs of underwear, 5 bras, and I'm gonna put in 1 pair of merino wool socks. In the Track Carryology packing cube, smaller one, I have a pair of gloves, a random no match glove, and a beanie. I have a pair of 8.5 in women's Hoka's tennis shoes. And then last but not least, I have the outfit that I'm going to change into as soon as I land. So I have a pair of my Tory Burch slip-on shoes. And on the other side, I have a tank top with my Unbound merino wool shorts. So it could be nice, comfy, and cool when I get to where I'm going. Scoot that next to my shoes. Wrap this over, hook. Now it's time to close it up. So as you can see, it's really tight, but I'm still able to compress it and latch this. And I did not have any issues with the suitcase coming unlatched. Just got to put some pressure on it, loop, hook, and it's that easy. And then you want to change your code so that it doesn't accidentally come unlocked. And when you want to open it, that's even easier. So code is unlocked right now. There is a button you push on the bottom here and right here, and it comes undone very easily and opens like a briefcase. So once it's open like this, you have to push this forward to unhook it from here and like that. And then you open it up. As far as capacity goes, because it's just two huge open bends, and when you close it, you put some pressure on it, this holds more than 35 liters to me, although the dimensions are true for 35 liters, but you're gonna get more stuff into this carry-on luggage than you would a 35-liter backpack, in my opinion. So I don't have other roller luggage suitcases to do any comparisons, but what I can do is a side-by-side with two backpacks. One, I'm gonna do a side-by-side with the Air Travel Pack 3 regular size. So minus the wheels, you can see that they're pretty comparable in height. And when this is fully expanded, it's also pretty comparable in depth as well. And the second bag is the Western Rise Voyager 35-liter bag. I feel like packs out like a 40-liter. The depths are quite comparable. And then laying them side by side for height, the Voyager backpack is about the same height as the suitcase, including the wheels. Next, I'm gonna go weigh the suitcase with it being fully packed out. I'll be right back and let you know how much it weighs. Weighing the luggage on my home scale, the suitcase weighed 21.2 pounds. So let's go back and talk about it. All right, so a couple things I want to talk about in regards to this luggage. First off, I want to thank the company for sending this out to me to check out. I think that it is very well built. I think the colors that they offer are all gorgeous, and I think they did a really good job making it aesthetically pleasing. One of the main issues that I have with the bag is, take a look at this chart right here. It's really heavy, and I don't mind heavier bags personally, but I know that some people do care, and I know that some airlines actually have weight restrictions, and that may cause a problem for some people. As far as this chart goes, it's definitely on the higher end of the weight. Moving it and lifting it, it doesn't feel heavy, but when compared to some other luggage, it is on the heavier side. So a couple of things that are my absolute favorite about this luggage is I really like the zipperless entry. The components feel really sturdy. I'm not concerned that these are going to break. I like the shape of it. I like the four wheels. I like the way that it looks. I really like how they did the soft close of the handles. The impression that I get from this roller luggage, and I'm not a roller luggage expert by any means, but I have gone to stores like TJ Maxx, or I've been in Target, and I've touched a lot of roller luggage before, and this feels really nice. So it's expensive, but this is something where I don't see this breaking on your trip. I think it's gonna really hold up. I think that it's gonna last a really long time. I think that it has somewhat of a timeless look to it as well, so I do think that it's going to be something that will stay in style. I think that they are showing what category of bags they want to be in as far as giving the dust cover, and then they've also given the weather plastic protection. They've added leather like ID tag. So they've added all of these extra bits and pieces, and they're trying to say like, hey, I'm a premium luggage, check me out. and I think they did a good job. And so yeah, if you're interested in this piece of luggage, I'm going to include the link to check it out at the top of the description below. If you've enjoyed this video, please throw it a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hope everybody is planning a whole bunch of fun trips for the summer and that you're all are doing well. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.